and that we don't get them down
Over
for the
here,
most
let's
part.
have a look at the map.
Uh, Moving on to today's training, it's not going to be anything too hard. I see, Mike, you already found it on the map. Very nice, very nice.
I think it was helping.
Yes, today's mission is going to be a very simple one. If you guys look at the map, you see Rogovo.
Okay.
There's some very bad people there.
Stick area plug.
Uh,
Radios to
Pretty much
112.
all Russians.
And
Mission today is we're going to go there, we're going to kill them, we're going to clear the village, and in the uh, meantime, we're going to be testing out the new radio systems that me, Camp, and Mike were talking about.
ambushes.
The new what?
Hopefully, we're going with new radio procedures. Hopefully, the plan is that it's going to clear radio comms. We'll see how it goes for the training, and if it goes well, we're going to use it for the operation. If not, then we're just going to stick with the regular ones. So the whole point of this training is we'll see how good they are. If there is anything we need to work out, if it ends up being a total disaster, then we'll just stick with the regular radios we always use. Pretty much radio channels. But yes, for the most part, what's going to happen today is testing out the radio procedures. The jinx of it is 111. The standard squad radio is going to be turned into a squad net for the team lead and me, myself, to talk over. And that's going to be assigned as an additional. Those as 111.1 for Alpha respectively, and 111.2 for Bravo. So the fire teams will have their own radios to talk over, and whenever a fire team lead wants to send something to me, he talks to me in 111. Hopefully this should stop us from talking over each other, and it should even clear out lots of radio chatter from the squad as a whole. Each fire team can reasonably have their own radio chatter without disturbing the other fire team, so hopefully that should work out well.
Have you sorted out what info that should go on each channel?
For the most part, not, except 111. 111 is going to be pretty much the very important information that me as a squad lead needs to know from the fire team leaders. That being enemy positions, if we're getting contact, anything of that sort, they call it out in 111 and let me know. If they want to talk to each other, they can also do that in the radio 111. So if Alpha team lead wants to talk to Bravo, they can do that on that radio. So I can also listen up, even though it's not meant for me personally, just so I can get a general outline of the what's happening in the squad. And for the everyone in between, you can also, if you choose, you can also have assign 111 as your additional for everyone in the squad, just in case one of your team leads goes down, or you also want to get a general outline of what's happening between me and the team leads. That's why that's basically means that you guys can listen to me, the team leads, talking it out, so you guys know what's going on, as well as having standard communication between your own fire teams.
So if we get into contact, I'm supposed to report it on the team net, and then the team leader will report it on the squad net?
Yes. While it's going to be slightly slower than normal, hopefully the whole premise of this is that it stops us from talking over each other, so we can get more information across. Pretty much you tell everything to the team lead can consolidate all the information and present it to the squad lead.
I'd like to add to that, it's also going to give the alpha lead the chance to micromanage his fire team in positions over the radio on distance, while not bothering the opposite team with information that doesn't even this like goes about them. So you can brief both teams over radio on distance at the same time without talking over each other, or having to wait. So it's going to speed up those kind of things, especially in ambushes and defenses. It's going to speed things up a little.
Pop down to the Vix and fucking disappear. Cool, huh?
Sounds reasonable.
And
Also,
Indeed.
Poseidon, since I'm medic, am I gonna do the same thing that I do with Schultz? So follow you and just stay on 111, or what's the plan?
For the most part, Vance is going to be slotting up with red team. So Vance is going to be go brew, red. So we're going to have 3 guys red team, 3 guys blue team. Camp, you can stay with me. That should work pretty well, actually.
Copy, copy.
or white team or whatever you choose. We're gonna do bounding movement between the
Who is
buildings
Alpha
and
team
the
lead?
walls here
Alpha team lead is going to be Wolf.
to one
Okay.
end.
I will.
Hey, could you come help me for a second, Seven?
Yeah, what's up?
Come over here for a second, bro.
So yeah, Wolf is going to be Alpha team lead, which means that he's going to have 111 as additional, and 111.1 as his main squad now, or his fire team.
And then when you come to your
And same thing goes with Bravo.
and then the others call out moving.
So hopefully we should see how that works. For the most part, I assigned loads of infantry. Procedure handles a little bit of chaos, because the whole point is that it's supposed to help us if it gets chaotic. If it doesn't, then there's literally no point in us doing this. It complicates the matter. So hopefully it works well, so we can use it for tomorrow's operation. Other than that, any more questions?
Are there civilians in the target area?
No, there is 0 civilians, so you can pretty much go gun blazing or stealthy as you go. Though I would recommend keeping a little bit of caution, primarily because there's a sizable amount of infantry activity in the area. Also, I am a horrible Zeus, so I might have screwed up the skills of the guys in there.
I can Zeus for you if you want to just run with the squad.
Yeah, that would be nice, actually.
If I
Because I have-
finish the mission with more than 3 magazines left, I'll be disappointed.
You hear that, shit? Add more guys.
Well, it'll be similar to you guys' ambush training. What exactly are you want me to do for you guys, though?
Pretty much just a standard clear Rogovo.
Just so you know, I have 9 magazines now.
9 magazines. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Mike. I'll keep that in mind just for you.
My antenna is erect. I will.
Was that
Ooh.
What?
steals like 5 magazines out of his backpack?
Looks alright.
Now I get the
They're all
call
the
sign
best.
Um.
Oh, Seven,
So-
does your gun shoot, by the way? Or do you need
Oh,
mine
so
again?
I actually figured out what that was.
Your gun not
Apparently
shooting.
there's a keybind to put your gun on safe.
No.
You
no,
had your gun on
no,
safety.
Really?
Yeah.
When you do your fallback
Don't
after
actually know what the...
killing or
There it is.
you know
Oh,
requesting the enemy as much as you can, you do not
Dad.
need to go
Yeah,
Right
yeah,
on.
I know.
I never knew that was a thing.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, it was
The
loud.
thing
huh?
is, other people are picking that rifle up and shooting it, so
I went to
kind of
my
confusing.
Yeah, apparently it doesn't transfer over.
And I got out of there.
but
Oh yeah.
And it was big thunder.
So, Arthur, where will you and medic be in this assault?
For the most part, me and the medic are gonna be rolling in with either Alpha or Bravo. We're gonna stay back a little bit and pretty much push in behind you guys. This way we can also lay down some fire support, but keep a safe distance.
Well, if you keep some safe distance, just mark 3 spots where you could keep an overwatch point, because you'd be looking downhill into the town.
Yeah, I see them. Let me just switch to side channel. Yep.
Also, then.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, as a squad leader, you need to be thinking of points like fallback positions and such as you approach your objectives, so that if things go shitty, you know you can have a way out of there as well.
I see.
And,
Yeah, I
that's-
got you.
Okay, good deal. I'll quit bothering you. Sorry.
No. Please do. Honestly, I'm new to this, so you have the experience and I need it.
Dad, I got my poop
How will we
Oh,
get
I see that.
stuck in here.
We can do the classic teleportation, or if you guys want, we can go with the Vix. It's your choice.
just a
Yeah,
heads
if
up?
you guys wanna load up in VIX, that would work swimmingly if you could set up a convoy route, Aussie.
Yeah.
That way, he could kind of get his driver's training in on the way.
Alright, got
Getting lost.
the line.
Yeah, so if I draw a couple on the airfield right now where we're standing.
Austin's like, there've been lines this whole time.
I don't know about lines. What?
Where are we in? 044.
Hey, I'm
it's
not
only
sure
about
what
any
squad I'm
lines.
supposed to be with.
What squad are you looking for?
Yeah, Dub, you're with 1-1.
What's the radio frequency for those guys, please?
111. You're right here next
111?
to us.
Yes, you're
Okay,
right here
thanks,
with us.
man. And what's the radio frequency for command?
That's going 50.
50, okay. Additional 50.
Hey, I'll set up the convoy route.
Got you. Take Dub with you in Alpha.
You're not Ethos.
So yeah, Dub, just join up on us. Or actually, just join up on me.
Alright, give me a second. I'm trying to set my radio station.
Got you.
Alright,
Thank you.
I got 50 right here. Does 111 copy?
Good copy. Well, let's see here.
You didn't come in for me. Not on short
Yeah, I
range.
didn't hear him either.
Oh, you're talking on long range?
Short range 111 radio check.
11 check. Dub, are you talking on long range?
No, he should come in just fine.
Nah, I'm on 111 short range.
Well, 11 should work, yeah. But Mike, you were talking about lines.
Yeah, so you know these lines that everyone always draw grids with on the map? Like the ones that I've drawn around the area that don't show up on C-Tab.
Yeah.
If you use the
Those
basic
lines.
armor 3 GPS, they do show up.
The basic armor 3G.
Standard.
Could I
Yeah.
blend in and we can fix it all after the op? Or
Yeah,
should I
we
try
can
to
do
do
it.
it again?
Yeah, we can fix you up after the op, no problem.
Okay, appreciate it. Because I've been over there for like 10 minutes trying to get close to right. And I guess I'm not right still.
Yeah, we can also have one of the guys donate his uniform.
Yeah, donate mine really.
Well, that's what I tried to do when I put my hands on the ground, but it. Okay, I've got all the stuff fixed. Here,
I already see Mike just
I'll just
running
get
around
naked
in his
here real quick.
underwear.
Yeah,
Hey,
Dub,
at least I'll
slot
have
up with
less
blue
than 3
team, by the way.
mags left.
Yeah, true.
What's that?
Slot up with blue team. You're gonna be running with Wolf and Alpha.
J-Dub,
Okay.
if you want, you can pick up my hands and my helmet. I'll just go put on new clothes.
Your
again.
hands. Wait, what?
Yeah, they are on the ground.
Yeah,
what
when
the
he
fuck?
puts his uniform on the ground, it drops hands.
Okay.
Weird as fuck.
That is rather neat, I have to say. Thank you for the convoy route, Wolf.
Alright.
Gonna make us walk 500 meters. He's so cruel.
Yeah,
I'm not
it
gonna
was
make you
downhill,
crawl.
so I just was a
Actually,
bit
it's
worried
closer
that we
to-
might get spotted from the smart point.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with the Vix, so it should be better. This way we can keep it interesting. No, considering we're going with the Vix, maybe I put some IDs along the way now.
Well, Austin, I will Zeus you. Don't worry.
Thank you so much.
Yep. You can reach me on long.
Fair.
Yeah, let's just get the
That would be actually
big guys
pretty
over there.
In this closed hangar where Austin is walking, there's some MRAPs.
Leave them locked up. There's a reason why the hangar's closed. No.
Why?
He's a fucking horrible.
Okay, I'll forget
What what's so horrible with these ones?
You can barely see out the windows.
Poseidon, are we
I
taking
remember
our
from
own?
the fucking convoy we did.
That's actually a good question. We can stick. It doesn't make sense for us to take our own, to be honest.
Does it not?
Does it? Actually, it
I
does.
don't fucking know.
Yeah, we'll take our own.
Gex can drive if it's this.
Mike, have your guys slot up in 111.
Bravo radio check.
King is ready. I don't think Vince is in the direct car.
No, I don't think anyone's driving this vehicle. Are you on 111.2?
Yes, I believe so.
Radio check.
We'll just move to the start marker, I guess.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, let's go with the
Can
start
we
marker.
try and get Bravo into one vehicle?
Now we're gonna sit up there.
Well, at least everyone's in a vehicle, I guess.
Yeah.
So Alpha take lead, followed by Bravo, and then Command Vic is gonna be in the last.
I want them to get blown up. We just need Vince, whoever he is.
Yeah.
Saying that, all of Alpha are just riding in the back of the vehicle.
I think Vince is gunning on the one.
Front vehicle. Oh, and
Not anymore.
there, yep, there he is.
There is Buddy.
I think we just lost Vince.
Oh, okay, that is true.
Yeah, he went underneath my wheels as he dropped out the front vehicle.
If he joins back up, I'll have just DB him to us.
Bravo Vic reaching waypoint 1. Ah, they're gonna have to get out and open the gate. Oh no, he's made it.
Just driving over.
That's criminal damage right there.
He'll have to pay for that.
Wolf, I hope you know that's coming out of your wages.
So yeah, Mike Wolf, as soon as we get there, let's set up in the positions that Mike has, see if they work well for us. If not, we'll improvise on our way there.
What positions? I don't know no positions.
The yellow markers, I guess.
The yellow markers is for camping inside. Hot miking.
Schultz, you're hot miking.
There's someone with a squeaky toy.
Yeah, sound kind of weird. Unless they have a dog. If they don't have a dog, it's gonna be fucking weird.
What if they have a child?
I don't think it's a good idea to give a squeak toy to kids.
Alpha encounter blockade, passing to the right.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Good copy, Alpha.
met a roadblock and we're just running past it to keep the momentum.
Good copy, Alpha. Keep it going.
Alpha passing waypoint 3. Bravo passing waypoint 3.
Command following.
No, so the yellow markers, those are for command to set up in, overwatch us as we go through the village. Basically, red is for us, blue is for Alpha. As you get to your hold point, both teams hold until both teams are ready, then you both go in and you attack your sectors.
Yeah, we could use a proper briefing.
I guess that, yeah, that would have helped. Alright, we're approaching the end now. We've lost our Zeus as well.
Yeah, this is starting out great.
Bravo region, the end mark. Alpha at the end mark, dismounting.
Command is on the mark.
BTR 1 o'clock, heading 190. Want me to light them up? Contact BTR heading 190, distance 300.
What these marks on the map all are.
Yes.
Why?
BTR.
Have your guys set up defenses over here. But you can take out that BTR and do it.
Reloading.
Good copy. That gun. Support.
Good hit, BTO.
I can't, because
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I mean,
gone. We don't.
big deal, I can fix it, but I rather not.
Alpha Bravo status.
King status.
I'm up.
Bravo's good.
Passing.
Alpha's good.
Solid copy, Alpha Bravo. Have your guys set up basic defenses and link up with
Right
me
behind you.
so we can go over the battle plan.
Well, if we just give the fire team leaders the basic info, then they can spread it to their teams on their nets. We'll set up somewhere where you can
I
see
see
the
your
road,
point.
and that would allow us to grab the
Alpha
BTO.
set up defenses on southwest,
I think that was on TeamNet.
southeast. Also, Mike.
Camp, can we get medic to myself and Wolf? Also, Sidon, can we transfer job to Bravo?
Transfer who? Bravo?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Dub, got you.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
set up his radios as well.
Second BTR, wait. Heading 225, distance 200, just behind the force edge.
Good copy, Bravo.
Oh, there's another VTR. Fuck me. I spotted another VTR.
It's moving from left to right, just past the low ground to our 1 o'clock.
Bearing. I see him. Engage.
We're ready with the AT once he shows himself.
Clear black ball.
Rocket, rocket, rocket.
Grenade out. Grenade out.
Is that BTR down?
It looks down. It's smoking and I don't see movement.
That should be good enough. Let's start getting into the fix and go proceed to start marker and start engaging the main village.
Are we not walking from there?
Oh, you guys actually want to walk? Yeah, let's do that. I thought it might be a bit far for you guys.
It's a little walk. Alright, Bravo, rally up. Let's get ready to push out. That way. Alright, Jub, you're on point. Direction southeast. Try and stick to bushes and don't walk into a field. I'll then go second. King, you're on rear.
Roger.
Mike, we're going to be pushing in a column. Alpha's going to take lead with Wolf. You follow behind. Me and Camp are going to set up behind you guys.
Just pull a bit more right. If you go more left, we're more in the open. Try and, if you see those trees bearing 230. Yeah, go ahead to those trees bearing 230 and then we'll push to the wood line.
We're moving out towards southwest on the right side of the road. And be aware, AT is on red status.
Bravo is pushing southeast into the wood line. Keep an eye on that BTR on the road as well.
We all ready?
Yeah, we're ready. What I'm going to do here is going to push one guy at a time across this wood line. You go first. Once you get over, cover us as we come over.
Alright.
Alright, King, if you want to take up position.
That.
Alpha Bravo, be advised, we've just got indication from command that enemy quick response force is heading to our position. Going to be made up of melee infantry, so keep an eye out.
Okay, Bravo, we've got a report of enemy infantry QRF heading towards our location. Keep your eyes peeled. It'll be mainly infantry. Alright, King, you're going second. Once he's
Go ahead and send your next soldier. Go ahead and send the next soldier.
Moving.
Go. Double it. Bravo will try and be hit long gone before those guys get to us.
All running right into your
copy,
ambush.
We'll keep following Alpha.
Alright, you got the next guy? Got the next guy? Full security for the last guy coming.
Yep.
Wolf, also, what's the status on our AT ammo?
We got 1 round left.
I think I got eyes on the enemy infantry squad. It's gonna be 221 our bearing.
Bravo has possible. Yep. Bravo has indication enemy patrolling down the road on the southwest point.
Eyes on.
I'm gonna push.
Good copy, Bravo. Do you have eyes on how many?
Wait, one.
3 so far.
Do you have
4.
how many?
Oh, one. Looks like 5. 5 to 6.
Looks like
7.
6.
I've
Good
got
copy.
a shot, boss. Just let me know when.
They have knocked on the seat up now.
You think you can push across them without engaging?
They're nowhere near us. It's you guys that you
I
have to
can't
be
take
careful
those last 4
about. We can push
guys.
away.
Solid copy. Try to push away. I'll have Alpha deal with them.
Bravo copies. Alright, let's keep low. We're going to pull off this engagement and pull to the southeast. Try and keep very low in this. Where is my third man gone? There he is. Yep, keep going, keep going. We'll follow this tree line. We'll push a bit more south once we get to the end of it. Eyes on the town itself, bearing our south. Right, look at the map. Right, who have I got here?
Short, just disconnected so we don't have a Zeus right now.
Yep, so copy. Alright guys, we're gonna do the same thing before. Jump,
It'll
if you
most likely
double
come
time
back,
it,
so
try and follow
in the
these
meantime,
bushes down,
we'll play
and
with
then
the
once
boys
you
who
hit the tree
play
line by
dwarves.
the road, take cover, and we'll start coming over.
I don't want you guys lacking just because we don't have a Zeus.
This is gonna be a long run if y'all wanna go ahead and start pushing up behind me.
You still got eyes
Found
on
him.
him?
Nope.
No? I see him. He's just weaving in and out of those dark green bushes.
Seen.
A lot more open than I thought it would be, but it is what it is.
There we should start pushing. He's all alone.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, let's go. We'll both follow. Just a heads up, we're gonna start following you over.
Copy, I'm almost to the tree line now. Turning
Mike,
to
be
full security.
advised,
We check the
we
roadway
decided
first,
to
and I'm
stop
turning.
engaging, or actually cancel our engagement plan on that QRF force. We're going to be sailing past them now.
Bravo, solid copy. We're coming across our hold point now. Once there, we'll hold
good
point for
copy.
you guys.
Roadway looks pretty decent. You seem to be okay right here. I'm just pulling security.
Alright, Dub, you're on point. Let's push towards this marker. If you've got a GPS, open it and you should see the red line. Let's try and stay crouched at this point. We're pretty close to the objective.
Copy.
Alpha is now passing start marker.
Hey, what's the actual objective? What are we in here for?
So this town is full
good
of enemies,
copy, Alpha.
and we've been given a sector to flush through the buildings, clear the buildings out.
Alright, copy. You want me to send up one of those hunt IR rounds, see if I can see anything, or no?
Not yet. We'll be waiting for Alpha to get into position.
Okay.
They've only just hit the start marker, so it might take a little bit longer.
It's all good. I'll smoke me a bowl and have a cigarette while we wait.
Yep.
So we
The
just
whole-
gonna you want to go up to the whole point or kind of shore to the whole point and wait on Alpha?
Whatever's got the most cover.
I'd say right here looks good. We got a little bit of hill cover and we, got some hard trees.
Yep. All right. Well, let's get a 360 cover. Dub, you watch the rear. King, you watch front. I'll watch left and right.
Somebody keep scanning my zone. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette in a second.
This
I'll try
is
to watch the
Bravo.
road.
We've reached our hold point and we're waiting on Alpha to get to theirs.
Good copy, Bravo. Bravo, while you're on a hold point, see if you can scan the objective.
Yep. Alright, King, while you're here, see if you can point out targets. I can see some guys standing right there. Is that him right there? I think that was him right there.
I got a
You
soldier
alright back there, Dub?
256. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not used to no push to talk, so I'm fucking coughing along up. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm just making sure you're not going to drop dead on me.
No, I'm just hitting the hole. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, one squad 242, at least two guys. Also standing by, just doing nothing.
Yeah, they're all stood about.
Looks like they got a grenadier over there. We need to prioritize that guy, I think.
Over at 240, there's like these two guys with RPG. One RPG.
Go for Bravo.
I'll keep eyes on that guy.
Alpha located small infantry unit, mostly 3 guys. They're going to be trying to take him out with silencers so we can continue on our position.
231, he's exactly 250
Bravo
meters.
copies.
Keep scanning your main outpost position. See if you guys can spot any new changes on the AO.
You know how to use it, that is.
Also, it is advisable to switch to silencers at this time.
Oh, does everybody have a silencer?
Yeah.
Right there. Most of these buildings don't look enterable, which is very preferable. Good old Cherno.
Got lost eyes on the two guys at the 230 with the RPG. Don't know where they went.
Copy.
I'm trying to figure out how to move this shit, and it's not acting like it's doing right. Trying to set something. Trying to set something out. Enemy patrol or something like,
So you double click, you go enemy salute, then you click infantry, mechanized what you spotted, and then you go singular patrol. You click on singular, and then you click what kind of munitions he has. I still have eyes on that LMG and the AT guy. I don't have eyes on anyone else.
So I put a mark over there. I think that's where it's at, but I don't know really how to check it. That's where those two guys are at the woods. That seems like I don't know, like a fucking roundabout, I guess.
So
I just got to get better with it.
When you point out on the C tab, in the bottom left, it will so if you saw someone at 250 degrees, as you move it along, the degrees on the arrow will change at the bottom.
Yeah, but the distance away isn't changing like it should.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
I think I marked it right, but there's no telling. I marked it with grid reference, so that'll be
so the second meters, that's elevation. The one below that, that's the distance away.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's almost right where I got it marked. They're about 40 yards past that. It must be just on the other side of the road. Hey, can we push across the road and get a better vantage point from that rock?
Can do. Who has a silencer? Because mine doesn't fit.
I got one, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, so you'll
I have a sound suppressor.
Do you think it would work? Or do you think the AI are going to laugh at you and just shoot us?
Try this right here. Actually, no, I don't have it. Fuck. I had it, but
I'll
I hadn't changed
I'll just not
so
shoot
much.
until we're engaged. Alright, let's stay low. And if it comes down to it, yeah.
Alright.
If it comes down to it, we'll fucking get very low. This is Bravo, pushing across the road to try and get a better view into the village.
Multiple enemy infantry up ahead, guys.
Yep.
Say that again, Bravo.
Dub, do you want to pull back? That's friendly, yeah, that's an Apache. Or an attack helicopter. Yeah, there's two down there.
This is Alpha, we're gonna start engaging the 3-man patrol.
Good copy, Alpha. Also, Bravo, send your last.
Wait one, I listen to radio.
Oh, sorry.
So what are you saying, sorry?
I thought we were pushing up off wall.
We're not going to push that far up because it's quite out of the way. You can see a lot more of them from here anyway. If you want, let's dig a couple trenches just in case they start shooting at us.
They are shooting at us?
No, that's Alpha. They've started to engage the enemy patrol they found in the woods over there. King, if you lay in the trench and keep eyes on just in case they see us. They shouldn't see us, but just in case.
Yeah, I'm serving the RPG team right now.
Is that friendly?
Yeah, it's friendly. Nope, that's hostile. Be advised, enemy MI8 is into the zone.
That could be for the Apache training.
It could be, but what are they doing in our sector?
We neutralized 2 of the infantrymen. The 3rd group got away.
Oh shit. Shots? Is that coming at us?
Sounded close.
It was close, it was in one of those buildings. Alpha, did you just take shots?
Negative, but we did hear the enemy fire.
So did we. We're not sure if they were shooting at us or you. Command's gone very quiet. I'm very worried about this.
Alpha Bravo, be advised that MI8 is supposed medevac for the units.
What squads we've just engaged and destroyed.
Yeah, I'm listening in on 111.
Yeah, I'm just passing the info on, just in case. Alright, King, I've got yourself a little shooty hole.
Does it say shooty or shitty?
Alpha's at the whole point, ready to proceed.
Good copy, Alpha. We're linking up with you now.
I really hate these new trenches.
Get ready to move in 1.
Alright. King, if you target, you see these two guys on the road, bearing 230?
Bravo, how's the AO looking?
Yep.
It's full of infantry. Those will be your first 2 targets. And then there's the 2 guys to the right
copy.
of them.
Designate line of attack and coordinate.
They're moving.
Alpha.
They're moving. They are alerted.
This is Bravo, we've been engaged. King, Dub is down.
Who's engaging you?
The enemy in the village, one of my guys is down.
Good copy. I'll have Alpha push in with you. Take off the pressure.
Building, Cider, you'll cover our left side. Got that last AT dude.
Wrong net.
Front smoke.
Reloading. The fuck?
Can you still up?
Yeah, but I have smoke in my way.
Ah. Oh, I'll just bleed out for a bit. It's fine. Of course I can't move. Why can't I move? It's probably because I've got a fucking broken leg. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. It looks like the wind's too. There's a guy who's lighting me up who's laid in the field. I've bandaged the butt, but he's.
Bravo, what's your status?
We're still engaging the enemies that are firing at us. I'm trying to get Dub up.
Copy. Can you, is your position secure at this time?
Secure enough.
Solid. We're pushing with Alpha now. I'll have, once we're close enough and once it's clear enough, we're gonna have our medic relief.
Alright, I've got you behind cover. Never lay in a field again. Zero dear. Alright, you've only lost some blood, so you're okay. I don't know why you're unconscious, to be fair. Let's give you some FU. Alright, you should wake up in a couple seconds. Oh, he's bleeding again. Alright, there we go, he's bandaged. Alright, let's fuck these guys up. Alpha, be advised, the enemy are...
Shots left.
The enemy are cultivated along that long barn. Yep,
Contact left.
Run in between the buildings, bearing 180.
I'm hit. Lightly hit.
Wait, better make sure that this guy's fucking.
I'm good. Here, guys.
Reloading.
No, I'm dead. Fucking dead.
Yep.
Be advised, Bravo.
Be advised, I've got one man KIA.
Solid, copy.
Flanking left.
I don't know why he's barely lost any blood. Fuck's sake. Eyes on one. Fucking bearing 240.
Close, far.
Yeah, he's around 250. That's where the shots are coming from.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Right, stay in cover this time.
I was putting my sandbag up and these motherfuckers blistered me. Hold on, I'm gonna check.
Good cop.
Keep firing, Gunner. I'm gonna check.
I've got one guy reinserted into the area.
Alright, you good.
Solid
You
copy.
seem to be good. I'll thank you. I'm giving you morphine.
No, don't give people morphine. Don't do it.
Alright, I didn't do it then. He was in mild
Right.
pain.
Take up this right flank, start scanning for enemies, and start pinging them off as they
Alpha,
come towards us.
what's the hold up?
Stay behind the trench.
We met a lot of contacts just in this corner. We have one man down. We're trying to patch him up now.
205. He just ran
Good
behind
copy.
this big
I'm
tree
sending
in
the medic.
field.
05.
He's very far out. He was in that field past the buildings. Alpha to Robert, do we are clear to push into the village?
Yeah, you're clear. We're facing most people towards southeast east.
Contact 227. They see us. They're about 100 to 200 meters. They're right at the fence line.
Yeah, that King 227.
227.
Right where
No
the
eyes.
opening at the little fence opening at the white building. There's some guys over there.
Bravo, can I have a sit rep?
I didn't get
I see the opening, but no contacts.
What are you doing? You good?
I'm green.
King seems to
Green?
be good. I checked him.
One minor bruise at all.
Bravo, Ace Rep. We green.
Not copy.
Alright. I'm gonna start throwing some smoke out. What we'll do is we'll start push. Yeah.
Just to the left. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna drop
we'll
this one
push.
out there.
We're gonna push one guy at a time. King is gonna do suppressive fire, so he'll be the last one to push over. Then we'll start doing our clearances, and we'll push south to north.
Copy.
Do you really think I need suppressive fire?
Yeah, just to keep their heads down. You know, make it look cool.
Roger.
I think my fucking smoke got stuck in a tree.
Yeah, I did.
Throwing another. Alright, Dub, go. Run to the building. Bravo's laying down suppressive fire as we push in. That's smoke.
Good copy, Bravo. Wolf, what's your status?
Roll down. No, there's one guy moving. Move it.
Reloading.
Dub, put some shots out. We'll get King reloading.
Moving. I think it's moving.
I can't open the door. I'm covered.
That's fine. We'll just mark it as clear and push on to the next one.
IDF, IDF, IDF.
Incoming munitions.
Let's push to
Or what the fuck is that?
Yeah, eyes on Bravo.
pushing up to the wood pile.
No eyes. I think it might have been orbital and ordnance, maybe.
Ah, rocket from Apache.
What were those?
We advise friendly Apaches fired multiple
Wood
rockets.
pile, pushing forwards. We're going to the wooden house, y'all.
Hex back up.
Alright, following him. No? Okay, right.
Motherfucker won't open.
Next building, let's go. Let's move around the back because it'll be more clear for us. We don't want to be open to the village.
Alpha Bravo, be advised. In exactly 5 minutes, we're gonna have enemy QRF comprising of BTRs pushing on the AO.
Solid
Uh,
copy,
get
5
ready to set up
minutes.
defensive positions and clear the rest of the town. Over.
Right, we've got 5 minutes to get out of it. It's now 10:57. We need to be out of here by 11:02 at the latest. Right, let's go. Let's make this double time.
I saw a patrol up there. Is that friendlies out there?
That's friendlies.
That's friendly. Be advised, those BTRs will be coming from the south. Oh, I think I got one. I got one. Reaching. Clear right. I guess building clear. Yep. Right, push out. Let's go for the next one. Go for the one at the end, the north, and then we'll push back south.
So far, we got enemy artillery fire touching down southeast side of the village.
I'm bleeding again. This building can't be opened, it's clear. Right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings, 6, 7 buildings left. Push down and get them cleared.
Alpha
you two
Bravo,
go ahead.
get
I'm gonna
by.
put the pressure
I
myself.
have 2 enemy pieces of AT setting on my
I'm in front of you.
in case you guys want to use them for the defense.
Or southeast.
If you take care of the 2 buildings
Roger,
along the
does
road,
this mean
and
that we
then
stopped
get the one in the middle,
seizing,
and then
and
get
now
that
we're
big
defending?
building, repeat last over.
We're holding this position from enemy motorized. Over.
Solid copy. Alright,
Orientate
Bravo, change
south
plans.
and
We are now
defend
going
there.
to hold this town against the enemy motorized attack. Let's get that clearing these buildings finished, and then we'll get our defensive positions.
Alright. Clear and right.
We've got 3
Two
minutes.
rooms. 2 rooms. Upstairs.
Bravo, if you're
Close.
interested, Alpha has found a
Clear.
good position
Open the door.
to the south, next to a hill, if you want to set up with them. Otherwise,
Bravo, I'm
choose
pushing
your own
across
position.
the MSR to get the last 2 buildings.
Closed.
Alright, let's go upstairs.
Opening.
Pickups.
Hey, Mike, how's your team
Up
look?
or down.
Copy, I'm halfway digging my trench and I'll head to your position.
Solid copy. Bravo to command, we have just finished clearing our positions. Which direction do you want us to pull in and defend? Stop bleeding, you bastard. Wait, that wasn't me. Who was that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Say again, Bravo.
What position do you want us to defend against?
Choose your current position, orientate south though.
Bravo copies. The MSR coming from the south is where the enemy is coming from. Let's get a position. That's not good. Anybody up?
King's up.
Bravo, sound off.
King's up.
I'm fucked up.
Bravo just received a hit from IDF.
Yeah.
Alright, King, are you good?
I'm good.
On my chest and
If you're
arms.
good,
I'm not
let's
gonna
get a
touch
trench
legs.
set up where you can shoot down into that road to the south.
Somebody work on my legs. I'm working on chest and arms.
Bravo, do you have any casualties?
Myself and Dub received the IDF. King is still good.
Would you want me to send over a medic?
Yeah, I believe Camp was on his way as soon as he got his trench up anyway.
Solid copy. Apparently there is one man down for Alpha. As soon as he gets him up, I'm gonna send him over to you.
Once you've patched up your arms and legs, tourniquet them. That way if they open up, you won't bleed out.
Just leave them tourniqueted.
Yeah, tourniquet, you won't bleed out. I'm gonna apply a tourniquet to this one.
Could we push over and ask for some medic reinforcements?
Medic
Give me
is
some blood.
there is one guy who's down in Alpha right now. The medic's gonna patch him up and then come to us.
Alright, cause I'm fucked up.
Yep. Just like try and bear with it as long as possible.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
What happened? Oh, we got healed. Yeah, we got healed.
Be advised, God has just shined his light on us. King, what's your position?
Say again, Bravo.
God has shined his light and we no longer need a medic.
Good copy, Bravo.
Mike, you're at 5 o'clock across the road.
5 o'clock. Across the road. Why 5 o'clock is that way?
That would be over here. That would be over there.
Okay, Mike, you're 5 o'clock now across the road. Between the walls, digging like a dig hole.
We've just got orders from command that we're supposed to hold this position until the very last minute. In case you feel that your guys are being pushed back, call it in, and I'm gonna have command cover our retreat. Over.
Bravo copies all. We're gonna plan retreat route just in case we get pushed. Enemy is coming this way. Make this up 4. Make that a...
They're coming. BTR on the road.
Be advised, Bravo's eyes on a BTR on the road. Coming in now. Yep, just on time.
We need 80.
Yep, Bravo, keep your heads down until the AT launches. Stay prone.
Yeah.
Oh, he just killed that shed. Up, you good? I'm gonna go see if Dub's setting up.
Bravo, you're 1 man down.
Solid copy. I thought that might have been him. Alright, I'm gonna go click grab.
Be advised, we are using RPG.
I've just retrieved my man down. I'm gonna take him back to his safe position.
Copy, I'm coming over.
Alright, let's get you down on the ground. It's bad. I'm tourniqueting all of his all but one limb.
Yeah, I saw him get lit up. And
One more BTR coming.
As he was down, he got hit by the fucking 50 cal some more.
Alright, I'm gonna tourniquet his last leg. If you wanna put the IV in his arm.
One more BTR coming in.
I'll start bandaging his head, and as soon as I open his head, I'll do CPR.
Bravo Alpha, status.
Bravo, I have one man down. He is big time fucked up.
I'll copy Bravo.
Alpha have 2 men down.
Alright,
Oh,
We should probably be more worried about the second BTR that just came in.
he died.
he
Yeah.
bled out. There's nothing we could do with those wounds.
Do you have AT operation?
It was worth a try though. Alright, if you wanna go try and save.
Negative.
Good copy.
This is Bravo. We have one man KIA.
Alpha, switch that. Bravo, you believe that you can hold the point? If you look at the maps of designated fallback lines.
Whoa! Contact south.
I got no eyes on. Where the fuck?
He's by that tree. Just beside that gate. I've lit him up. He's down. See the red gate? And then you
See him?
see the light brown tree? Just left of the two big brown trees.
Alright, Roger.
Sat right by that light tree.
I wonder where the second BTR went.
I didn't even see his second BTR.
You were doing a dub.
Oh! Yep, good shooting, good shooting. Alpha, do you have any eyes on that second BTR?
Negative, I'm currently 2 men down, so I'm trying to get my guys up.
Solid copy. Do you have contact on BTR?
Good copy, Bravo. As soon as Alpha is up, I want you guys to prepare for a fallback.
Where's these fallback lines he's talked about?
I'm not seeing them.
Also, Bravo again. You need to reinsert.
Oh, there's that BTR apparently. Yeah, we need one man times reinsert.
Solid copy.
Also, be advised we cannot see these fallback lines on the map.
Bravo, be advised, your yellow axis positions are have been changed to temporary fallback lines.
Bravo copies. Why are we fallbacking into the middle of the field?
Why did I just get teleported? Oh. Wait,
I don't know. I don't
Why
know
did
why
I get
you've been
teleported?
teleported. I don't know.
I think it was a serious mistake.
Yeah, it was a mistake. Back again.
Problem is that 220 for dumb means nothing.
Camp.
Yeah,
I got teleported.
Yep. Shots told me about that.
Alpha, do you want us to re-move to try and get better cover for you guys? Oh, King's down, King's down.
Put fire, put fire.
Push
Drag
back
him
to fallback lines.
Bandage his head, I'll tourniquet.
I'm back.
No,
I'm
no, no,
dragging.
don't move him, he's in cover. Where
I'm
the
not
hell's
in
he gone?
cover. I'm not in cover.
Yeah, where's... Right. Bandage his head, I'm gonna tourniquet his arm. Splint on that. Keep bandaging his head until it goes blue.
It's blue. It's blue.
Alright, now start bandaging up his arm.
I got his arm. Yeah, I'm getting his arm.
Alright.
He's good. He's
Be
really
advised, the
good.
enemy has fast movers.
Ba-da-ba-da, 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 ba-da-ba-da.
Drag him back a little bit, boss, so I can get the cover. Well, he's alright. He's fine.
You're in cover. This
Do we know where most enemies are coming from so we can call a fire support mission?
Most of our hostiles have been spotted coming in by the MSR through the southern entrance. Why does it sound like he's falling?
Solid copy.
He's turning. He just let go of all his throttle. He's gonna turn slow. He might be lining up on us, buddy. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, I'm gonna give him some CPR just in case.
No.
Don't worry about that fast mover. We can't do anything about him.
Where's our friendlies at?
Our friendlies are over to the southeast. They've taken up their position. You've got to stop the enemy coming from that MSR.
I don't see friendlies southeast. I see friendlies
You won't be able to see them.
northwest on my little GPS.
Don't worry about that. Strong heart rate. He's got epi in his system. That's on to go off. Yeah, just keep watching that road. Don't let them come through.
How do you indirect fire coming in, boss? Indirect fire coming in.
That's fine. That's the fire mission. Hey, King, welcome back.
Bravo, how's your retreat?
We're retreating.
Holy! I told you, boss. I told you.
We are definitely retreating.
Dang, I couldn't get in.
Solid copy. Alright, guys, we need to get up. We need to go.
We're red and black.
Head towards
I'll
the
pick him up.
yellow marker. I can't
I'll
pick
pick
him
him
up. You can't pick him up because he's up. Be
I'll take him
advised, I
as a
think
prisoner.
King's gone AFK, so we can't move him. Cancel that. Welcome, prisoner. Alright, I'm escorting him. Alright, let's go. Push north.
I'm back.
Alright, let him go. Let him go.
You're the escorting him.
Alright,
You
let
let
him
him
go.
go.
Let him go.
Keep moving, Alfie, I'm covering.
Fuck, where's it? How's it do it? Damn, this
Good
motherfucker
copy.
ain't let me do it.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go.
Bravo, be advised, we're currently holding, waiting on you.
Bravo copies. We're coming towards the edge of the sector now.
Good copy.
Alright, Dub, keep pushing past me. I'm gonna watch for King. Seems to be out of stamina.
Let's get to the forest further northwest.
Oh, I'm fucking wounded. No, I'm just fucking wounded.
You're only wounded in the arm and the head. Alright, I'll let you take middle so I can watch rear. Keep going, don't stop in the open. Head to 1-1 Bravo, fall back. A little bit over to the right where that big tree is.
Same.
Dub, we are on your right.
Bravo Alpha, be advised, link up on our position.
I'm so fucking out of stamina.
Alpha,
So does it mean that there's no enemies now in the area?
Affirmative.
King, come southwest towards the road.
Roger. I'm out of stamina, so it's gonna take a while.
Dead? Have you checked his pulse?
How I know
He hasn't got a heart rate. Have you tried
Why the
giving
fuck
him
did I
CPR?
just pass out? They just
For
die of
some
old age.
reason,
You had a low blood pressure probably.
my H is
I gave
only
myself
pulling up
3 epi and I still
nothing
passed out
anymore.
from low heart
that
rate.
was G. Oh, fuck. Watch out, watch out. That's not right. Yeah,
But fuck.
Yeah, you could have double tapped
I
G.
got it on double tap G. I was trying to hit H. H not bringing up Ace Medical anymore. H is just bringing up my GPS.
I think everyone's just been Zeus the odd.
Yeah.
Alright, Bravo, take up positions looking up to southeast. Let's get that protection going.
Sometimes when we took hard rate on you, it just said none.
So I don't know how to get the ace medical. I just don't know how to get.
Try and get behind some hard cover as well. Don't lay in the open.
Alright, Camp. Would you stitch me up, please?
None of my ace.
Alpha Bravo, I think we're not running into any enemies now.
Looks like Zeus here.
What I'm saying is none of my ace.
Do you have a bunch of papers to shuffle?
Only 2 points.
Oh wow.
Right, how many magazines I got left? Let's do a count. It's looking more like more than 3.
Oh really? It was
yeah, it's more
earlier.
than 3.
Let me can I soft log and you just bring me back here?
We are done now, or are we still in play?
Oh no, we're done.
We're gonna have a 3 now, right?
All right,
Yeah.
let's do our debrief thing because I gotta go.
Let's do our debrief.
Look at that, I've got 8 magazines. Someone's...
Wait, you have
light on
8
us.
magazines?
Yeah, I only used half a magazine.
What were you doing?
Yeah, what were you doing?
I have like 1.
Well, why were you not shooting BTRs then?
Because I know
That's
for a
what I
fact that
wanna know.
5.56 can't shoot a BTR. I ain't wasting my rounds.
You can
No
scare
wonder.
them.
He does have fucking 7 magazines left. If it doesn't
What
start
in,
shooting
what in the
BDRs
fuck
soon.
do you have on your weapon, J-Dub?
I don't know. What is it?
Drum mag?
Oh yeah,
Drum mag, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't think you can carry a drum mag, can you?
No.
I don't think we're allowed to.
You can't.
Oh, okay. I thought.
We have a list of approved stuff that you can go through and fix your gear up later on.
No, you can also just get one of the guys' gear. That should be fun.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much matching though. I worked on it for a while. They helped me out.
No, your uniform is solid. It's just that equipment-wise, weaponry and stuff.
Debrief and I'm gonna go make sure be on my phone.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's start with Alpha. Wolf, tell me how it went.
Right, so starting with the convoy.
You're on whisper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go on now.
go shouting.
I'm still on visitor. What about
There
now?
we go. Now it's better.
You're good.
Notice that it takes me time when I change it for it actually to change. But okay. But yeah, convoy. So I thought it was just gonna be a simple drive down there. I didn't expect anything in the way, so I didn't really prepare anything. So when we met that roadblock, prepared when something happens. Same thing when we hit the end and dismount marker. We hit contact, was also a bit unexpected. Felt it was a bit chaotic, but people did cover their sectors, so we did manage to take out the threat. And well, Kex is pretty certain by hitting that vehicle. For the movement, I think it was smart of us to try as stealthy as possible and not have too many enemies to focus before we actually met the objective. So I like that we just passed them. When the contact started, well, basically I felt that we and Alpha, we kind of did our own thing, and Bravo did their own thing at their side. Not necessarily because we didn't work together, but god damn it, this rain.
I don't think the rain improved.
Every 5 fucking minutes.
Why? Who's
But
doing this?
yeah, I think it was just because there were so many enemies just in our vicinity, and I'm assuming, I don't know how it was for you guys, but we had enough to deal with on our own side, so
Yeah.
we kind of just had to work with what we got, and I tried to understand where you guys were at times, but yeah, it was all right. It was chaotic, a lot of things happening. But I do think that our team did quite well in securing our sides. We had very many close contacts, and I think we were also lucky that we had Camp and Aussie with us because, well, we needed the extra firepower to secure those angles once we breached the barn area. So counterattack was kind of weird that it happened. Didn't quite understand what was going on, but we quickly managed to get the orders from you, Aussie, and I felt we started setting up. Then we got the artillery came in, and maybe we were a bit slow to react. Um, so if I were to do this again, I would hide more from the artillery, do some actions against the ones that started raining down. since we lost at least Kex in it. And then when the contact started, we held as long as we. So for that, I noted down that it's good to have some criteria to when to pull out. So we pull out before it's too late. And this time it was, for us in blue team, I think too late. All right, that was very long, but yeah, thanks.
No, agreed. One more question though. How did you feel with the radio setup for the day?
I think that due to how we operate now, that Bravo did their own thing and Alpha did their own thing. I think this was actually quite good. I'm not convinced that if we were on the same side of this village and attacking together, I think maybe it would have hindered a bit situational awareness. But the way we solved this mission, I thought that the radio setup was great.
And everything, because I think Wolf covered pretty much everything. Moving down to the objective, I agree that I thought it was very smart that we just let that patrol walk on by. Coming into contact, I think we got quite lucky because, as Wolf said, the concentration of most of the enemies was actually at that barn. And before we actually pushed out, we managed to basically kill quite a few of the enemies. Also, because this is being Cherno, and Cherno being what it is, you can't actually get in many of these buildings, so all the enemies tend to be on side. So it made clearing quite easy and quite quick. Preparing for the counterattack, that's where I felt things went a little bit skew. Because, well, one of my guys, he went down. A bit confused about the artillery, because we got asked where do you think good artillery would be, and then all of a sudden we're running away because there's artillery, so I got a bit confused about that. Also, our fallback positions, I don't really understand why they've been put into a middle of a field. The reason, I marked them as, what's the word, potential overlook points for you is because you could literally use these to look and not shoot out of. But if we're running back to these, as you saw, we ran across a big ass field just to try and get into it. And that's pretty much for me.
Okay. Also, last question about radios. How did you feel that worked?
I felt it worked a lot better. The only downside to it was if you're relaying information to someone in your fire team, you can't hear anything coming through the alternate channel, because as you're transmitting, everything on the alternate channel is blocked out. So if you're giving any information to me, I won't hear it. That's the only downside to it I found.
Yeah, I see your point. Did you notice how many times that actually happened throughout the outpour?
I noticed it a couple times, maybe 3 times, because I would give feedback to these guys of something you'd said, and then as I would stop transmitting, they all of a sudden I'd get like the end of what something you would say.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's true. I actually noticed that as well.
Yeah, I see your points. Yeah, that sounds understandable. Now, King?
Yeah, 3 points. First, on Uoxy, give a fragmentary orders when we're doing stuff. So even if it's not a full order, just give us the few details we need to know to complete something. For example, we've talked about before, we should have a what if case if we start moving in a convoy. We need to know what we do when we arrive, etc. So you keep updating. Normally you have a clear upboard that the platoon commander gives, and from there you can just give fragos that goes for just a squad, just for here and now. But keep sure to keep thinking ahead. You have what's called the OODA loop, OODA, observe, orient, decide, act loop that you should be running through your head all the time and make what if cases and then give out orders for it. Second is that the battle plan we had in this area meant that the teams were spread out. In worst part, we were about 700 meters away from each other. And when we were in town, we were totally separated. A squad is a fire unit together. We are not supposed to be this far away from each other doing different taskings. And because what just happened today will happen. If you have a team of 3 men and one get hit, then they are totally fucked because one need to treat and one need to cover. Then you're down to 1 man. When you have the entire squad together, then you can take casualties without actually collapsing the entire squad in quotations. So 100 meters at most from each other and shooting at the same position. That's the best way to go, really. And the last point is on the comms. It did not work. At least 2 times I reported in contacts on the team net. And one of them was the second BTR, which Mike did not hear. Because I was having 1-on-1 on additional and he did not report it. And it was on the second time I reported it that he heard it. So that was a delay, about 1 minute's delay. So I actually started to go myself on 1-on-1. So I would not say that this system works. And if we are so close to each other as we're supposed to be, then we should be talking about the same grid, same place. For example, Mike talked about that we had contacts heading 220. You were on our heading 250. So 220 from you doesn't make any sense because our target was below you to the south, but in your world 220 would be to your west-southwest. So I think the squad should be together more and not split up like this.
Yeah, I agree. There's kind of circumstance of the operation for this one. Huh? Cider?
I don't really have anything to add. I like the radar system was good if like I got information. I eventually came off the 111 net because a lot of double everything was double pretty much. Staying on my own team net, I didn't really know the bigger plan. I just knew what our guys were doing, and sometimes Wolf wasn't responding on that. When we had excess casualty, when the IDFs landed very close. Yes, because I didn't get a response, I went to 111, reported like I was the last man standing, and then Wolf responded, which kind of like makes it a bit more confusing.
Yeah, that was my bad. I think I responded you first in the wrong net, but yeah. But that was good of you because you thought you were the last man in the squad, so you decided to call that out, and that's excellent for Osidon, so he knows that.
Indeed.
So continue to that.
Yeah, that was really good on your part. So.
Yeah, but it's still great. Like I feel unnecessary delays in like calling out contacts because we also called out the BTRs and everything. I don't know if they got called out to higher ups. Like does the rest of Bravo know about those contacts or not? Because they were heading towards them very much. So
yeah,
the only issue with those BTRs is the fact if they came at us, there was nothing we could do.
Yeah, you're lacking AT.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. Camp.
Got nothing to add. I think it went well. I think for me personally, the radio was fine. Well, of course, the whole splitting up thing, as was said earlier, isn't really the smartest thing to do for such a small team. But you know, due to the fact that we did that, the radio did work for what it was. People could talk at their own positions on the radio, so that did work. But yeah, I agree. We shouldn't really split our small team already up in those small areas and then put us like 500 meters apart. Because for me as a medic, I had to run all the way from our position up on the barn down to the guys to those buildings. And while going there, I was basically open and exposed to everyone. So
Yeah.
we should stick a bit closer next time, but also not too close.
Yeah, that's pretty much the main problem that happened is that we were already a small force, and as such, it was kind of hard for us to operate when we're taking casualties. And then if Bravo called for a medic, then, like you said, you'll have to run through pretty much enemy territory just to get there, and hopefully not get shot in the process.
Yeah, I got shot at the entire time, but I mean, we're here to learn, so
Yeah, true.
just now we know.
And Dub, you're new, but how did it go for you first time? Dub?
Yeah, this was my first time. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it, but guess I could make like 3 points as well because I done sat here and listened to y'all. I did have a good time, but I don't know how many men was operating, and I suffered, the casualty of war a couple times in there. I think my fire team leader did really good. It was 7, I believe, and we had a machine gunner. He did what he was supposed to do as well. I think he went down maybe once. I got caught doing some dumb stuff, and I've drawn on the map. I don't know if y'all see. I thought we did a good convoy. I was lead convoy, passengers, like co-pilot. So I tried to help my man out as best I could, and we got there. We did right 360. So when we left, it was just 3 of us, and I don't know why, but we ran all the way across this field. Can y'all see my lines?
We
Yeah.
didn't actually go that way either.
Oh, we didn't go that way.
Yeah, we went the other way.
I'll quickly
Okay.
draw it out for you now.
Well, I just know when we got up to our hold point. Yeah,
We literally went
you're
like
right. You're right. Okay, that's right. I just think the second point, I think we did good with the convoy. Second point's going to be that my fire team leader did good. Third point is y'all do what y'all need to do with the radios, but we need to get some medic training because both of the times that I did die, I don't feel like I should have died. Maybe the second time. The first time I definitely shouldn't have died. But my little 2 guys, and it seemed like a small squad, but we held it down, I feel like. And I didn't never even really get on the radio unless I got stretched out from them. But that was 2 times I got caught doing something dumb, and I got pulled back, got into cover, and they were working on me. And so I gave it a good bit of time, and then all of a sudden I would just die. It would give me a respawn. It would act like I was coming back to life and give me 3 seconds, and then I was back at the base. So they did good to try to get me back out to them, but I don't know what that was about. I don't know if that was on the medic training or I'm not sure.
Yeah, I see
But
your point.
the second time I was putting up a trench when I heard about the BTR, so I thought it might, they might engage, or so, they knew I was out there. Maybe I just pushed too far up, and I was digging the trench again, and I got put down. Now I should have died that time. There might have been nothing they could have done to get back at that point, but squad lead did a good job setting up on my blue lines down there. We were in our sector. We reinforced right there as a fallback point, and then with the radios, I don't know if it was miscommunication or something, but we had I'll just change it to red. We had a soldier down right in this area, and squad lead was right beside us. And I called out indirect fire, and it was confusion. Like, no, we're good, and then we all started taking damage from it. And next thing you know, we had to tie the guy up because he had just barely come back to life. So we put him in chains, and we had to push him back out of there. It was just a little bit of miscommunication and medic training, and but I did have a great time. I think, like I said, once again, shout out to the squad lead because we stayed in our sector the whole time, and we did what we were supposed to do. I didn't get a great brief, but also I wasn't here 20 minutes before time, so I enjoyed it, guys.
Solid. Thanks for the comments. And finally, our favorite Kex.
Shut up. Well, considering the radio, I think it would have its place. but like more in the range of if we were more people, as you said, like spreading this team that thin is not gonna work, especially if we have to defend against BTRs. Concerning the BTRs, I was running low on AT. Like at the moment we hit the start marker, because I had to shoot 2 freaking BTRs, which was nice. Don't get me wrong, Schultz, I like shooting BTRs, but if this is planned, I need to get like to know, or it's just like we do this standardized. I always fill the vehicle up with extra ammunition, but then it doesn't make much sense if we leave the vehicle at the start of the op, or someone carries. I'm thinking about Cider, for example.
So here's the thing with that. With the limited AT situation, there's 2 primary workarounds that you can use. Sorry, Aussie, I don't want to speak out of turn.
No, go for it.
The 2 workarounds you can use are whenever you start the operation and Kex shows up and the bells are ringing and shit, go up to Kex, be like, shout to him through the bells and say, hey man, I need you to load up vehicles with AT, or load up your vehicle with AT stuff. That way he's got the rounds loaded up for him, and tell your rifleman they need to have enough room to be able to carry an extra AT shell for him or whatever. Your rifleman slots need to be carrying disposables, because if Kex gets hit and nobody's carrying a disposable, then we're all fucked, or you are all fucked, I should say. So just keep that in mind. The rifleman slot has a fair amount of utility. As the squad leader and team lead, you can carry a in case he runs out of ammo, that you're not just defenseless. 320s can immobilize light-skinned vehicles. So, I mean, don't be afraid to employ that too. Just kind of use the resources you have available to you to the best of your ability. But when you're done with your debrief and everything, and when you're done with your squad training, if you want to do more training, that's fine. You can set it up. When you're done, I just want to talk to you for a little bit, and we'll go over some squad leader stuff. You and Mike both, if you want. That's
great.
completely up to you. If you don't, that's fine. You tell me.
How does everyone feel? Do you want to go through more shit, or?
I have an S3 meeting.
Yeah.
And so does Wolf, by the way.
Yeah, we can call it here, and me, Mike, can link up with Schutz. Wolf, you're busy after this?
I have S3 meeting, but maybe we'll last